Have you all seen that trailer that came out with the CGI Mark Zuckerberg that looks more human than the human Mark Zuckerberg? And he goes through his wardrobe and he's got 4 things. He's got a black t-shirt, a long sleeve black t-shirt, a spacesuit and a skeleton onesie, and that's all Mark Zuckerberg owns. I don't have a joke for it, I'm just freaked out by that. And I'm also still getting over, because Nick was very good, he was a very nice man, he told some very nice jokes. He is a man of a certain age hanging out in a bar talking about small children, and he said the words racial equality, and my butthole clenched a little bit. But I love you, Nick, good work, good stuff. In case you didn't hear that, he said keep it tight. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your final act of this section?
Yeah!
Yeah! Please announce and welcome to the stage the wonderful Michaela!
Woo! Hey!
Hello, beautiful people. Some of you. Right, so this is nice, isn't it? You know, COVID is over. We can go back to killing people the old-fashioned way. No more coffee and old ladies in supermarkets. We're all good now. But anyway, thank you all for coming out and making this middle-aged woman's dream come true. I've often wanted to talk about my sex life to a room full of paying strangers. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Anyone here on a date? I heard someone here was on a date. Oh, whoa, lucky you. Someone's getting some. I like dates. Yeah. My boyfriend and I, we go on a lot of dates together. Sometimes together. So my boyfriend and I, he's very cool. Total DILF. I don't know how I put that. Spanky daddy, yes. He's good. But I say my boyfriend, he's actually my husband now. We got married last month. My 3rd marriage. I like cake, clearly. And being my 3rd obviously means people always like to divorce me, so that's fine. It is his first, however. Lucky sod hit it right the first time round. I'm a big fan of firsts. Do you know what I mean? The whole cherry popping thing. You know, I like first. You remember your first, don't you? Your first kiss, your first pint, your first gangbang. You remember it. It's all good. It's all good. Right, so I will have to look at my notes because they've got it strange. So my husband, so nice to say that. My husband and I have an open relationship. Yeah, it's close to maintenance. The reason being that he didn't like my boyfriend. To be fair, I didn't like his boyfriend either. The man was much better at cocksucking than I ever would be. There's no competition there, of course. People get a bit weirded out when I talk about open relationships. It's a little bit like, ooh, why would you do that? Or, ooh, tell me more. Turns out my mother falls into the second category. Very awkward family dinners. You know, woman has no boundaries whatsoever. But anyway, back to first. We recently went to our first sex party. I think I saw Nick back there. Yeah, we went to our first sex party. We were invited by a friend of a friend. Top tip, do not fuck your friends. Hand jobs are okay though, but just don't fuck them. So we went to a sex party up in Solling. Beautiful house, gorgeous, beautiful gardens. No pampas grass. No, that's a complete myth, not true. The way to spot a swinger these days is by beautiful little wicker hearts that people have hanging in their windows. Your mum has one. Dirty bitch. Tell her I said hi. Anyway, we rock up. The host was very welcoming, very warm, a little bit handsy. That's okay. The crowd was a little bit less Love Island, more Antiques Roadshow. I never felt younger. It was fine. My husband was absolutely in his element. He went to a Catholic school, so he's used to horny old men hitting on him. So anyway, we got there. It was all very civilized, you know, very civilized. Downstairs for nibbles and socializing. Upstairs for nibbles and socializing. It was very nice. Actually, sex parties are weird. Nick was right, sex parties are weird. You know, it's all cheese and wine and wipe down surfaces. Boris would definitely remember that party. Yeah. So after a little while, we got flirting a little bit with everyone around the place, a little bit eye fucking. Do you remember my eye fucking? The whole, you felt that. Yeah. You later, yeah, you felt that. That's good. So after a little while, we actually went upstairs, you know, a few drinks, Dutch courage. took our shoes off because, you know, we might be many things, but we're not savages. So we go upstairs, and that first room is like wall-to-wall orgy. Naked, sweaty bodies everywhere. Things I would wish I could unsee. Strange people hanging around. There was one corner, there was this woman, there was a guy on all fours, and she was just sitting on him going, "Come on!" Like she was at a football match. A lot of phantom wankers. Anyone know what a phantom wanker is? No? Today is a school day, love. So a phantom wanker is a guy who's been invited to a party, but not invited to join the fun just yet. So they literally go around taking themselves in hand. You know. Top tip, do not shake hands at a sex party. So anyway, after a little while, got a little scared of that room. It was a little bit scary. Went next door. Walked in, another couple at it, surprise. Weird one. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I like a little bit of noise when I'm having sex. My neighbours will testify to that, unfortunately. They usually just bang on the wall. These guys were like super silent, not a beat to be heard from them, but whizzing through every single possible position as quickly as possible, like the Kama Sutra on speed dial. It was weird. The phantom wank next to me was loving it. Although I was a bit worried. With all that friction, I thought it'd catch on fire. It was a bit strange. Anyway, after a little while, my husband went, I'm a little bit bored of this, you know. We've been more turned on watching paint dry, things like that. Turns out sex parties are kind of unsexy. So we're like, oh, do you think we should leave now? Can we leave mid-stroke? Or do we have to wait for them to finish? Because that'd be kind of awkward. But anyway, we did leave. Anyway, that was my first sex party, which I will always remember, as will you now. Thank you. Anyway, thank you very much for popping my open mic cherry tonight. I appreciate it. Yes, it was my first time. Yes, they're getting fewer and fewer as I get older. It's fine. But thank you. Do come again. I know I will.